So, you found that spot in the park. You brought your own sketchpad and you finally decided that you will start practicing drawing. But wait, how do you actually practice drawing anything? Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to share with you some few tips and tricks and some things to remember whenever you want to practice drawing anything. This question, how to practice, has come up every time I'm doing some live stream, and I just decided that I'm going to make a video out of it. Hey guys, my name is RJ and I'm a self-taught artist and animator behind Studio De Laron, a channel dedicated to sharing with you everything I'm learning about art, animation, and drawing. So, let's just get right into it. How do you get better in drawing? I know some of you may have asked this question to some artist that you like or a professional artist that you're trying to aspire to be to. And maybe they give you a vague answer like, just practice. And then you're like, how do you actually practice? Just practice every day. I know how it feels. So I'm just going to share with you how I practice myself and what exactly is my mindset whenever I practice drawing. Right now, I'll be honest. All I do is practice, and while it can be a little boring at times, you don't have to practice all day, every day, 24/7. However, you need to dedicate only a bit of time, probably an hour or 30 minutes each day, to practice and spend the rest of your art time drawing something you like or a project you are working on. And that's the very first thing you need to do, and that is to establish a habit of practicing drawing every day. This comes with the dedication to the craft, and the motivation to practice will come easier once you learn the rest of the things I'm about to reveal in this video. But what is important here is that drawing must become a habit for you so that you don't have to make a conscious effort in trying to draw and practice every day. Most artists you love, and most especially the professional ones like Jung, they live and breathe drawing. I'm not saying that you need to be addicted to it, but mastery of the craft requires discipline and commitment, and the only way you can have these two is through committing a time of your day to practicing the craft. So decide on how much you are willing to put into practicing drawing every day and stick with that, no matter what. Now, let's say you have finally decided on how much time you're willing to commit every day to practice drawing, whether it's an hour or even just 30 minutes. The next question is, how do you keep going and stay committed to the craft without losing motivation? The next thing you need is to establish a goal while you are practicing. You can't just blindly practice and expect to be motivated. You need to have a plan on what to practice, and more preferably, it's something that has something to do with what you want to get better at. Like me, for example, my main focus is getting better at drawing girls because I knew I suck at it. This requires you to look at your current skill level and be honest with yourself. If you want to be good at digital painting, you need to break down that process and assess your skill level at each process. Then, focus on each skill one at a time during your practice session. If you want to be good at animation, you need to know exactly what you are working towards. Do you want to be a storyboard artist, or do you want to do a full short animation? Every discipline can be broken down into smaller steps that you can practice on. I'm practicing my drawing skills for animation because I want to be able to draw solid and interesting characters, so drawing anatomy and women is my starting point. So, what is your goal? Let me know down in the comments below, and maybe I can give you some suggestions on what to practice as a start. So now that you know when to practice and what to practice, let me now share with you the how. References. That's it. You need to practice drawing from references to be able to practice what you need to get better at. Using references when you practice, especially if you are only starting, should be your priority. This is because at this point, we are starting to build our visual library, which plays a huge role in our art progression. Our visual library determines our capacity to draw from imagination. I made a video about how to draw from imagination featuring Jung, which you can find down in the description below. But going back to my point about references, you need to be collecting references of the subject you want to practice and make sure you like what you are about to draw. This also gives you a little bit of motivation to practice every day, because if you don't actually like what you are doing or practicing, you will resist doing that practice every day. It's as simple as that. If you want to practice drawing portraits of beautiful girls and you collect a bunch of references that have boring expression or a plain look, how are you supposed to feel good about what you are drawing? Unless of course you like that stuff, then go ahead, but the point is, you need to have an interest in the subject while challenging yourself a bit every time. Basically, what you are really doing here is doing a copy of your references while studying it. Again, I have that video about how to draw from imagination, which also explains how to study your references, which you can check down in the description below. The last and finally, the most important thing you have to remember while practicing is that you must be willing to have bad drawings. Yes, bad drawings. This especially applies when you are a beginner, because like any other discipline, you will always suck at the thing you want to do at first. However, keep in mind that it's only natural for you to be bad, and through bad drawings, you actually learn. This is one of the things that kept me stuck in a loop of always starting over, because I wasn't willing to accept that my drawings are bad, so I kept working on it until it looked good. This is the trap that you don't want to fall into, because it will drain your energy and you think that progressing is possible in this scenario, but in reality, you're going to be very slow in your growth. Practice drawings are never meant to be good. So you must be willing to look at your practice drawings with an objective set of eyes and assess your mistakes. Practice drawing a portrait and do your best and finish it. It does help to have some sort of a time practice, but you just need to be more decisive about your drawings. When you say you're done with the drawing, you assess it, you look at it, and you move on to the next. This helps you get over the fear of being bad right away, because instead of judging yourself as being bad, you're actually assessing the drawing objectively and learning from it. You are not hiding your flaws. You are working through it, and with this mindset, you will be able to improve faster and better. The reality is, all artists, especially the professional ones, have gone through this phase. They have practiced drawing, and probably they will have those moments where they weren't really happy with their creations, despite of us thinking that it's a masterpiece. They simply just move on from them and the bad drawings that they did and try again on the next one, thinking of ways on how to improve what they thought was bad on the previous drawing. This is actually something I learned from modern day James, so shout out to him for pointing this out during his live drawing session. Anyway guys, that's it for this video, and at this point I really hope that you finally have the right mindset and attitude to practice drawing anything. Comment down below what your creative endeavors are, and let's connect as artists here in this channel. I'm trying to create a community of creative individuals, so maybe, and I hope, that my message and the things I'm sharing with you resonates with you. If you like more videos about art, animation, and drawing, feel free to subscribe and push the notification bell button so you don't miss anything that I post in the future. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And don't forget, keep on creating so you can make this world a better place with your imagination.